Outdoor lighting can be very expensive, especially when you go to garden centers and stores that sell wired string lights. It can get very expensive after a while. And you always have to face the possibility of them not being able to supply the bulbs anymore. So these are garden lights that I made myself. I didn't make the balloons or anything like that, but this entire setup here I did myself. All these lanterns and balloons out here, they all light up at nighttime. It's actually quite beautiful when they light up. And all they are is just a bunch of Christmas lights. So right here is a C9 Christmas light socket. These are the classic Christmas string lights that you would put on a bush or on the gutters of your house. And I've converted them to be used as garden lights instead. And to do this, I went on Amazon and I bought these. These are C9 LED Christmas light bulbs. They'll never burn out. In fact, they've lasted probably about 3 years now, and I haven't had to do any bulb replacements. The only thing that I have to do every once in a blue moon is replace these lanterns. So that lantern is due to be replaced. That red one needs to be taken off and replaced because it's all faded and warped. I just replaced that green one and that orange one over there. That green one has to be replaced. There's a purple one over there. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, looks like a saggy sack right there. It has to be replaced. So, yeah. I mean, these lanterns, if they're in the shade and they're not constantly getting rained on, they'll last for about 2 to 3 years at least, until you have to change them. The ones that are more exposed, which I had right along here, they had to be changed. Like I had one right there, and I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what that looked like. And that's the green color that it used to look like, and now it looks like this. So this is a blue one that I took down. You can see the difference in the color. That's the new one there, and that's the old one there. So I got these lanterns from the dollar store. These actually used to be solar lanterns, and I converted them into regular outdoor fixture lanterns. So that's the solar panel guts right here. That's the panel itself. And then that's the white LED light. And and the pathetic little battery that powers them is a 100 milliamp hour AAA battery. These are crap. They only last for about maybe 25 minutes and then they're garbage. Like they just don't seem to hold a charge very long. So what I did was I removed the solar panel and removed the guts on the inside. I drilled a hole to fit the diameter of the light bulb, and I also drilled another hole inside so that way the wide end of the bulb can squeeze through there. And then I grabbed some regular screws and a bolt and sandwiched it all together. So now I just put the bulb in. And there you go. and then you just find a spot that you want to screw it onto, and yeah. These are very, very nice. I mean, like, this is way, way affordable than having to buy a string of lights from the store, which I think are about maybe 20 bucks, and then the bulbs themselves, sometimes the bulbs are unique to that light and you can't replace them. But this is actually a cheaper alternative. Now, one of the stupidest things I did, though, when I first put these up 3 years ago, hey little guy, when I first put these up 3 years ago, I used regular incandescent bulbs. So it was the regular Christmas light bulbs that would burn out every so often, and if there was something wrong with the strand itself, every single bulb would blow at the same time. And yeah, have you ever heard of a guy having to climb a tree to change a light bulb? I guess there's a first for everything. So yeah, I bought these LED bulbs instead, and it's been 3 years and I haven't had to replace them yet. The only issue that I've had so far was some of the bulb sockets, they do get a little bit of corrosion on the contacts. So when you're screwing the bulb in and it's not lighting up, you think to yourself, well, maybe it's not tight enough. So you go to keep screwing and screwing, and then eventually the bulb shatters and you get glass all over your hands. That was one of the biggest mistakes that I made. So you got to check the bulb sockets for corrosion before putting the bulb back in. And yeah, I was actually wanting to buy the LED lights that have the plastic outer shell. This is made out of glass. That's made out of glass, and this one is already on the verge of cracking. You can see that crack right there. So I can't use this because that will break at some point. So I'm gonna have to order some new ones. But I have to say though, for LED lights, and I think they were like 15 bucks for a box of 24. They've lasted for a very long time, so I would definitely buy them again. The only thing is though, I really want to get the ones that are made out of plastic though, because these breaking, it just leaves an entire pile of glass on the deck, and I don't like that. So, yeah.